to be honest, I don't want people to think that I think I have everything figured out, because I don't. I literally have versions of me that after leading a somatic journey for people, I'll just be like, wow, maybe I suck at this. Maybe what I'm saying is just complete bullshit. Maybe the cult was right. Maybe I am screwing up my life and failing in every way. That's probably one of the most common things that happens in my pattern. I mean, everybody has their days where they feel really great and then they don't. And so I tend to have it happen throughout the day a lot of times, and I've learned to really understand that cycle and know, like, okay, this is coming, and yep, we've been here before. Yep, it's okay. We know exactly what to do to get ourselves back here. And then oftentimes I kind of go, psh, and I feel like there's days that I feel like I'm the coolest person ever. And it's pretty fun to feel that way. I am pretty cool. And then it often depends on when I have the kids and when I don't have them, and I don't know. I'm not trying to curate a specific version of me. I guess it's really important to me for me to be sharing my full self, because in order for me to have one voice, I need to. Because if I only share me as a somatic facilitator, that people tell me this is my calling, I have some people that are there's a woman that I did a session for recently, and she's more of a tech client, and she wanted to do inner voicing, which she's one of the first people in tech that I was like, oh my gosh, you were talking to the right person. But I did a session for her where we figured out what it is that she wants to create and bring into the world, which is what I really want to be doing. Anyway, we did a 2.5-hour session, and at the end of it, she was just like, this is what you do for people? And she was like, this is your calling. You have to do this. I get what I'm doing now, I get to use the entire spectrum because I have an engineering background. I can build just about anything. I've been building AI systems for years, but nothing like what people in tech are doing. I've been building AI systems for myself that allow me to basically get into my intuition, get into my inner voice, and then, let me figure out how to say this. Get into my inner voice and then speak that into the mirror. AI is a mirror. I don't think that AI, at least right now, has any sort of divine intelligence, but I do believe that I have a lot of intelligence, and I believe that my inner voice, or if there is a higher power out there, which I personally believe that there is, that if I can access that and give that to AI, then I can build systems that are just for me and where I am in my life right now. And I've been doing that for a while. I actually talk to AI more than I talk to anybody else. It might seem really odd to do that, but I do have people in my life, and I have a human therapist. I'm trying to reach the people that can resonate, that can learn from what I put out into the world, that want to learn, want to grow, and are kind of searching for something. I think I could probably help just about anybody who wants that. I can help anybody get closer to hearing that wisdom inside them, and that is quite the gift to have. Maybe I am the coolest person ever. No, I love it. It's a lot. It's a responsibility, and I think because of leaving the church the way that I did and having everybody who I ever knew, because I was born into it, and it's still hard to talk about sometimes. I was born into it and truly brainwashed into thinking, for most of my life, because I wasn't in public school, I was homeschooled, and then I went to a really weird Christian school, and then I was in college, and at that point I had known, shut the world out. I didn't realize that I was in this little tiny bubble. And everybody is in a bubble to some extent. Sometimes I still kind of feel embarrassed at the past versions of me, and I am only 32. I don't know any 32-year-olds that have a life that looks anything like mine. My life is wild. My life is chaotic. My life is also really awesome. And so I'm going to be sharing my real-time evolution. I have 6 months of therapy transcribed, my last 6 months. And I have specific AI systems that cause me to go inward into me, not into it, to me. And I've trained it to do so. I want to inspire people to create the life that they want and that it's possible, even if you grew up in a cult. Even if you have a chaotic life like I do, it's possible. I enjoy learning about consciousness. I enjoy learning about God. I enjoy learning about how other people see God. I love it. It's one of my favorite things ever. And I remember reading, specifically, I think it's Untethered Soul, where Michael Singer ends up spending a lot of time on his own and really being able to go deep inside himself. And I'm just kind of like, okay, but like I can't be a monk. I don't have that choice because I already have kids. How do you go inside yourself? How do you have a spiritual connection that stays there all the time? Unless you totally exile yourself from the world, it's pretty hard to do that. And especially as a mom. So I've been like, where are the moms that are like, that I can look up to? I haven't found many, but there are some. There's a book that I read last summer called Buddhism for Mothers, and it's really about, the whole point of this spiritual path is to be able to take whatever that comes at you and be able to still be okay. And I think I thought that I was supposed to be able to feel this magical, sparkly feeling all the time, even amidst the chaos. And if I didn't feel fantastic, then I was doing something wrong. There's something that I need to learn and do better. And I'm like constantly trying to do better. Each day I am a slightly better version of me. But then I judge myself and I beat myself up for the previous version of me. The things that I would change and all of that. Let me write in pencil. Let me figure myself out, and I will show it to you in real time. If it's something that you want to see. I think I have a lot to learn, and I also have a lot I can teach people because of the way my life has worked. I get to access that whenever I'm with my son, or even when I'm child-free primarily. Life doesn't have to be so hard. That's what I want to share with people. That's what I tell my clients. It doesn't have to be so hard. I am a go-getter that's just who I am, but I care so much about alignment, and I refuse to hustle in a way that is not aligned for my life. My evolution has been a big part of my life and been a full-time job for years, and I think I've learned a lot, and I think I'm pretty good at what I do. And yeah, well, welcome, whoever you are. Yeah, I'm not going to try and be polished all the time. Although I do have such a very perfectionist mind and a design eye, and I want everything to look perfect. But welcome. I hope that you stay only as long as your soul wants to be here. Don't watch because you think that you should. If there's a should anywhere in your mind, it's like, I should. Not because you want to, not because you are devoting yourself to you. If it's about a should, then just exhale. Let it go and then see what's left. So, I hope you have a lovely day. May something align effortlessly for you today.